Hi guys, okay, let me explain why my bang is all crazy. I'm going to be doing a kind of bang tutorial today. I am a hairdresser and probably my #1 question from people is about their bangs and is how to wear them. They can never get the side swept look that they're wanting to kind of cover the forehead and either kind of cover one of the eyes or not quite cover the eye. They always get kind of this rainbow effect of a bang, so kind of like this kind of look. If you have it, you know what I'm talking about. It looks like this. My bangs are wet, but try to visualize here. And they can't get it over their forehead. So this is how you do that. Okay, so first thing, now the rest of my hair is dry, so just pretend that it was wet for a minute. But you'll wanna usually dry your bangs first, especially if you have a cowlick. Because if you have some kind of cowlick in like along the front of your hairline and you dry the back first, then your cowlick is gonna dry in the directions that it wants to go and you won't get the correct bang shape that you're wanting. Okay, so here we go. My bangs are all wet. Now, normally I part my hair on the right-hand side. So the trick is blow drying it in the opposite direction. So since I part my hair on the right side, I'm going to push my bangs over to my left side. Okay? Now, what the problem is that girls usually do, I guess I should show you this first, is when they're drying their bangs, they dry up into their bangs and kind of over like in a rainbow shape. So let me just kind of, for example, show here. Like this. Okay? And what that does is that gives you that rainbow look, okay? So what you want to do, like I said, push your hair to the other side, the opposite direction of your part. Now, if you're coordinated enough to use a brush while you're doing it, great. If not, that's okay too. I'll show you both ways. Your dryer can be on low, high, you know, whatever. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to turn your dryer on. I'll put it on low just so you can hear me better. And you just want to dry your bangs down. Okay, you don't want to go up into them. You want to dry them kind of down and just over. Remember, this is the opposite direction. Okay, you can take a brush if you want, and if you bend your brush up at the root here and pull upward, that'll give you some volume in your bang. Whereas if you pull your brush straight down, that'll give you more of a flatter bang. Okay. I'm gonna put it on high just for a minute so this video isn't 30 minutes long. Like I said, I'm doing it in the opposite direction of my part. You can even do them straight forward if you want. So here I'm going straight forward. I have no idea what this looks like. Okay, once you get them pretty much all the way dry, maybe 95% dry, okay, push them back in the direction that you normally wear them. Hold on, I dropped my brush. Sorry. Okay, push them back to your part. Okay, now you can see already how they are laying on my forehead and not the rainbow effect. Okay, so they're still a little bit damp. So what you're gonna do is just take your brush. I'm trying to get it so you can see the dryer here. And just kind of brush them down. You can do the bendy at the root if you want to get you a little bit of volume. Just straight down, never up, because that's when you'll get, like I said, the rainbow. Okay? So kind of straight down. Okay, now my bangs are completely dry. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my flat iron real fast. I only have 2 outlets in my bathroom and the camera and my dryer were plugged in. Okay. Alright, so why isn't it working? Okay, sorry guys. Ugh. Here we go. Okay, I'm sorry. That was obnoxious. Okay. Alright, so your bang now is laying perfectly over your forehead. And this is obviously if you're wanting this look. I mean, I actually work all day with having my bang covering most of my eye. A lot of like the clients that come into the salon will say, how can you see with your bang covering over your eye? Oh my God. Da, 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 da. Okay, well, you get used to it. So that's my answer for that. Okay. So next thing what you want to do now, I have a really thick bang. It comes all the way back to the middle of my head. So if I tried to flat iron this whole piece, you're going to get this funky kind of look. It's not going to work. So I just kind of split my bangs in half here. Clip some out of the way. I'm just going to comb through those a little bit. Now, with my flat iron, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up at the root. That's going to give me a little bit of lift, okay? Whereas if I go straight down, it's going to pull all that volume out. I'm going to go up at the root. I'm going to go really slow and just kind of do a little bit of bend at the end. Okay? Now, I'm going to let my other piece down. I'm actually going to take another little small section because my bangs are so thick. Up at the root, straight down. Take your last section. Now, this kind of last section, or I guess the section that is closest to where your part is, what you want to do is you kind of want to do the same thing that you were doing when you're drying. So basically what I mean is if my part's here, I just want to pull it in the opposite direction. So where normally you would think, I'm going to take my flat iron and go like this, well, that's where you're going to get that rainbow. Okay, so I want to take that bang piece and pull it in the opposite direction. And then if you just kind of work your fingers to see how it's going to kind of lay. Okay, now this is how I normally kind of wear mine. I'm actually going to bend these front pieces under just a little bit more. They're a little bit too straight for me. Okay, so that is how to get kind of your side swept bang over the forehead, the ideal side swept bang look. What I normally do is I'll spray them a little bit so they don't go crazy, especially if you have that cowlick there to kind of tame that. Now, ideally you'll want to use an aerosol hairspray. And if you can spray it right on your bang, but if you want to have a little bit more control, what I do is I spray my fingers, a couple spritzes, is that a word? Spritz? Whatever. And then I just kind of grab my bang and rub the hairspray along the edge. Okay, so there we go. And that is how to get the ideal bang. Now, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to comment. Please rate and subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.